Discipline is more than just getting the kids to behave. It's also about creating the conditions that will help lead a child to the discovery of what he or she will become. A variation of the word discipline is the word disciple, meaning student or to teach. Therefore, to discipline means to teach a child, and not just teach him how to behave or clean his room, but to teach him how to become more peaceful so that he can hear the voice inside to eventually find his purpose in life on schedule. With me in the studio today is author Lisa Lavoie of Windsor Locks, Connecticut, who wrote a remarkable book that contributes to helping a child find his or her path. The title of the book is What Will I Be? And it's illustrated by Tom Lack. Welcome to the show, Lisa.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming here. Now, it's interesting that when I first heard about your book, because it matches what I teach. It matches what I try to help parents with, understanding that it's not our job to tell a child what to do. It's not our job to point out what they're supposed to become. They have to do that. They have the amazing task to do that. So because this message is not that common, I'm interested to know what motivated you to write this book.
Well, it actually just started out as a simple gift to my unborn nieces. During my sister's baby shower, she was expecting twins and had asked everyone to bring a child's book to the shower. So being the first-time aunt, I decided I would write them a book. And when I sat down to do that, we didn't know their genders. So I thought, well, am I writing a book for boys or for girls or for both? And I simply asked myself, well, what are they going to be? And then the idea just rolled from there. And then, of course, I thought of that on a larger scale, like, you know, what are they going to become someday, and what great things are they going to do with their lives? And so that's basically how the book started.
Now, you have a little one yourself.
I do. I have a 3.5-year-old.
So do you read her the book
I
every
do,
night?
and she does enjoy it. The nice thing with the book is that it's really geared towards all ages of children, because it's a grow with me kind of book.
Mm-hmm.
So even the smallest of children, and I'm a big advocate of reading to children who are still laying on the floor on a blanket,
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, they're still receptive to our voices. But the younger children basically look at the pictures, and it's a way to teach them, you know, different categories of animals, say. And then as a child grows older, they may choose from one of the 3 choices when you ask them, which bug would you be? And, you know, my hopes is that parents take that a step further and then ask the child why. You know, why do you want to be that?
Yeah.
And then when they answer, ask them why again. And it's almost like revenge for the toddler that keeps asking us why. Or keep asking them why.
Throw it back on them.
Exactly.
So the message that I have helped parents with matches your book. And, you know, one of the questions I want to ask you is, how do you think the message in your book differs from other books?
Well, I think a lot of other books that are out there, and I read a ton of them to my daughter, are mostly storybooks. So, you know, you read the story, and then it's a kiss goodnight, and then you go to bed, where this book was intended to be interactive and entertaining. But there's also a bigger message in that. And, you know, it starts off being, you know, what kind of bug would you be? But then, you know, the child starts thinking about being bugs, and then they start to think on a much bigger level as they get older. So, and I think as adults, I mean, whether you're a parent or you come in contact with children as a coach or a bus driver, I mean, that's our greatest responsibility, is to help children find their purpose. Because when you do that, they become happy. And, I mean, there's nothing better than a child that's happy and fulfilled their entire life. So, I mean, it's important. I think it's really important. And I'm glad that that came out of the book, even though that may not have been my intention when I first wrote it. I mean, maybe it was hidden somewhere, you know, a hidden message somewhere.
Finding
your
purpose
exactly.
to get the message out.
Exactly.
What you say is so important, because ultimately, I believe, what it takes to be a happy person and to be peaceful, and as you and I were talking before the show, is to be happy not because of something you can do or something you can eat or something you can have. Being happy just being you.
Exactly.
And so many people that we interact with aren't.
Right.
They only live because if their TV shows are on. They only live if the sports teams they go after are winning. They only live if someone's there to make them happy.
Right.
And so the message that you put in this book that I hope so many people get is, it's not our job to make other people happy.
That's correct.
It's our job to make us happy and to discover who we are, because that, ultimately, I believe, is when we start feeling whole and complete and satisfied and calm, we are actually a better other half for another person. And I just think it's remarkable. So what you've done, in essence, is you've created a little training manual for kids to sharpen that tuning fork inside of them. Because, you know, when I see so many families, the kids go, "Mommy, what will I be?" "Well, I don't know. We'll think about that." "Well, maybe you'll be a carpenter, or maybe you'll be in computers," you know. They're constantly telling them.
Right.
So they train the child to go, "Oh, okay, I guess that's what I'm supposed to do." But see, what you're doing in your book is you're actually having the child go, "What might I be? I don't know," because it's their job to figure that out.
Right.
What else
Right.
did you want to share with us about the book?
Just that I had actually included intentionally on each page, I had put a different person with the main character. So there's like a peer girl or a peer boy on one page. And I did that to sort of encompass all the people that children encounter in their lives, or just, you know, the families today aren't always made up of a mom and dad. Some people only have a mom, some people have two dads. So whoever that they're closest with, they'll find in this book. And the other thing is there's hidden items within the pages that the smaller kids, you know, appreciate more than the older kids.
And it was beautifully illustrated
Yes,
by Tom Lack. He just did a great job. It's so colorful. Listen, I really thank you for coming in and sharing this with us. More people need to hear about this. They should be reading this to their children than some of the other books they are. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
According to the U.S. Department of Justice and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 3 to 4 women or girls are killed in this country every day by someone who said he loved her. Coming up after the break, you're going to learn how to identify signs your teen daughter may be in a dangerous relationship and what you can do about it. Stay with us through the break.